Hello you beautiful, beautiful people. In this video we are jumping into the Autumn Festival playlist for Series 5 in Forza Horizon 5 to complete the weekly Forzathon challenges Bubble Trouble. We're going to be grabbing 160 Forzathon points and 5 points towards our festival playlist. If you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing so you can easily find your way back to the channel for more videos just like this one. Let's go for 300 likes on today's video, and without further ado, let's jump into some Bubble Trouble. Going to be starting off today's video with this week's Forzathon shop. First car for grabs, the absolutely savage 2011 Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, 700 Forzathon points. This car is available through wheel spins and through the auto show, but will set you back 2.5 million credits. Second car for grabs, the Subaru Impreza 22B STI, 450 Forzathon points, and is actually a rarer car than the Sesto Elemento, weirdly. It can be picked up through wheel spins, the festival players, or the Forzathon shop, and is not available at the auto show. So if you don't own one, definitely think about picking one up. Vanity items this week, silver leather boots, 75 Forzathon points, and the rather rare car horn confetti cannon, again 75 Forzathon points. And as always, if you're feeling lucky and got any spare Forzathon points knocking around, you can grab yourself a normal wheel spin for 60 Forzathon points. Or you can grab yourself a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forzathon points. It's a pretty sexy week this week for the Forzathon shop. I'm more excited about the Subaru 22B than I am the Sesto Elemento. Now, the vehicle you're going to need for this week's Forzathon challenges is the 1957 BMW Isetta 300 Export. At just 45,000 credits from the auto show, it is fairly cheap, but it is also extremely slow at just 15 horsepower. I would definitely recommend bringing some upgrades. I do have tunes available for download. Just search my gamertag Skippy4631 or the file name Skippy YouTube. All share codes for all tunes are in the description and in the comments below. Now, as always, we will be checking out the rewards for the autumn season and Series 5 at the end of the video. But first, we're going to get this week's Forzathon challenges Bubble Trouble completed. Chapter 1, Bubble Bath. Own and drive the Micro 1957 BMW Isetta 300 Export for a small but mighty experience. Now, for own and drive, hop outside any festival site or player house, drive 2 seconds down the road, and that is Bubble Bath completed. So with Chapter 1 done and dusted, it is on to Chapter 2, Micro Machine. Keep it stock and take all 13 of those horsepowers out for a ride to reach 55 miles an hour, 88.6 kilometers an hour at any speed trap in the 1957 BMW Isetta 300 Export. With this chapter, your Isetta does need to be completely bone stock. So that's Class D 100, 13 horsepower and 14 foot-pounds of torque. No upgrades whatsoever. You can't even change the wheels, take off the bumpers, nothing. Completely bone stock. Now for this chapter, head on into your map and filter by speed traps, making it a little bit easier to see and find. Now be a little bit picky about which speed trap you use, because you want one that's on a downhill run. And that is why we're going to be using the Los Arboles speed trap. Here we go then in the Isetta, 55 miles an hour, which interestingly is the top speed. You can't go any faster than that. That's why you want a downhill run, and with just 13 horsepower, it can be quite tough to get there. So up into 5th gear. Oh no, 4th gear is the top we've got. 55, there it is, topping out. Heading towards that speed trap. Keep it nice and straight. 57 through the speed trap. I don't think if that's even a 1-star rating. There we go, Micro Machine completed. So with Chapter 2, Micro Machine completed, it is on to Chapter 3, Multitasking. Time to upgrade. Take the 1957 BMW Isetta 300 Export out for a spin to earn 4 stars at any type of PR stunt. So for this chapter, I'm going to go ahead and apply my S1900 tune. Now for this chapter, the choice is yours. You can use any PR stunt that you like. Speed traps, speed zones, danger signs, drift zones, or even trailblazers. I'm going to be using danger signs, and I'm going to be heading on over to the far right hand side of the map, and I'm going to be using Boardwalk. Now the reason I've gone for the Boardwalk danger sign, it has a really low 1-star objective of just 100 feet. 200 feet for 2 stars and 300 feet for 3 stars. Doesn't matter what you get as long as you earn 4 stars in total. So let's let the Isetta rip off the ramp at about 80 miles an hour. Hope we stick the landing, which we do. 220 feet, which is 2 stars towards our 4. Go ahead and hit the rewind button so you don't have to drive all the way back round and line yourself up. Bring it all the way back until you're happy with a place you can continue. So go ahead and hit A and hit the ramp once again, hoping you stick the landing. That is 243 feet, which again is another 2 stars. That is all 4 stars from PR Stunts. And multitasking completed. So it's chapter 3, multitasking done. It is on to chapter 4, our final chapter this week, Small Wonder. Fly like a bird and earn 2 stars at danger signs in the 1957 BMW Isetta 300 Export. And for this chapter, I'm going to use the exact same PR stunt, the Boardwalk danger sign. Again, 200 feet, 2-star objective. And I'm just going to repeat what I did on chapter 3, which is hit the ramp at about 70 miles an hour from the same spot. Let the Isetta rip, throw it off the ramp, and pray we get over 200 feet, which we do, 275.18 feet, and that is chapter 4 completed. Which also finishes off this week's Forzathon Challenges Bubble Trouble. 160 Forzathon points in the bank to spend at the Forzathon shop, and also 5 points collected towards our Autumn Storm Season Festival playlist. And speaking of the festival playlist, this week's rewards, for 20 points, we had the Toyota 4Runner, a brand new car to the Forza franchise and Forza Horizon 5. And for 40 points, the Ferrari FXXK. The reward for this week's online trial, all-wheel adventure, you're going to grab the Audi R8 V10 Plus. This week's Event Lab Challenge, you're getting the green Pinata head. Seasonal Playground Games makes a return this week, Jeep Thrills for the AMC Gremlin. Once again this week, we've got 5 PR stunts on the festival playlist, 1 of each type. For the danger sign, we've got the black danger sign t-shirt up for grabs. For the speed trap, we've got the black speed trap t-shirt up for grabs. For the speed zone and the trailblazer, we've got wheel spins up for grabs. And for this week's drift zone, the number 88 RTR Mustang. This week's treasure hunt, you're grabbing 50,000 in credits. This week's photo challenge, Wing It, you've got This Is Fine, Forza Link chat phrase. This week's Horizon Open Challenge, you've got Drift Acula, Forza Link chat phrase, I struggled to say that. And this week's collectible reward, Thanks for the Memories, again, another Forza Link chat phrase. Plenty of rewards up for grabs this week. Let me know in the comments which challenge and which reward is your favourite this week. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you do have any questions about the festival players or this week's Forzathon challenges, do hit me up in the comments. I'll do my best to help you out. Definitely consider subscribing. A like rating is much appreciated. We're going for 300 on this week's video. Stay safe and have an awesome day.